ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the Kent Holste Podcast right here on KentHolstePodcast.com and as well as the YouTube channel. I'm so glad you decided to click that link and join in the conversation, as today we are gearing up for what is going to be one of the most exciting times of what we've seen in the last year, I believe, as we are back to getting that beginning sense of normalcy within at least where I'm at. And this week, if you are a Christian, is a very important week. It is Holy Week, as we begin to prepare ourselves for the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And it is going to be an amazing week. I have a feeling, as far as going into church and spending time in worship. Where I go to church, at least, people are being able to go to church physically. It's been like that for at least a couple months, and I thoroughly enjoy being around people again, especially not having to pull it up on a computer or tablet or watch it on my TV watching church. I just love the ability to worship God in a place where people can come together. And I don't know about you, but with the holiday season of Easter, it is such a beautiful time, especially here in the United States. You know, it's going to start changing as far as the weather is concerned when Easter comes. At least when I was growing up, I thought it was always cool that when Easter came, that's when you knew the snow was going to start melting if it hadn't already, and flowers would start to bloom. My mom's house had beautiful flowers of roses and tulips and all that cool stuff. And I just love that time of year. It just was beautiful, in especially Montana, with the mountains, with the snow top covered hills. I mean, it was a sight to see. But I don't know what religion means to you in your life. But to me, Christ is the center point of my life. And it wasn't always like that. But I grew up with Jesus being my number one. Jesus being the importance and the guidance that I needed. And like I said, I grew up with it, but it didn't necessarily soak in the full importance of having Jesus in my life. Now, obviously, on this podcast, I talk a lot about other topics, but this is going to be one where I do talk about faith. And I guess the question is what does your faith mean to you if you are a Christian? What does your relationship with God mean to you? How does that get into your life on a daily basis of how you display yourself towards others? Are you looking for a positive place to join a great community? Well, go to the Kent Holste Podcast website, where you can find Circle of Friends. This is a page to be supportive by sharing special events that are positive, or even letting others pray for you. A place that people can come together without fear of being judged, no matter race or disabilities. A time to be a part of that person that takes the time to care for others when it's needed most. We are all not just friends, we are family. It's Circle of Friends on the Kent Holste Podcast website. Check it out today. Now, granted, I'm not the perfect Christian. I am far from it. I've made mistakes in my life, but I know that no matter how much I screw up, no matter how much I fail, God is always there to build me back up. He will lead me away to where I need to go. And he will show me the right direction. I just have to be patient. The biggest thing about my faith to me is without my faith, I wouldn't have had the family that I grew up with. I'm very proud of the fact that my adoptive family was and still is very heavily involved with the Lutheran Church. My dad was a teacher for 42 years in a Lutheran school. I was raised to sit in church and to listen. And even though I didn't always listen, I always enjoyed going to church. I always enjoyed listening to the messages. I enjoyed listening to the hymns. In fact, during confirmation in the Lutheran Church, they make you write a statement of faith. And my statement of faith was the importance of how I was involved back then by being in a praise band and being involved with music, because, you know, there's times where I can sing and I feel like I sing better when there's nobody around. But to me, my ability of singing was playing the drums in church. It was my way of letting it all out, per se. But now my faith means so much more being an adult. And a lot of this podcast is formed by my faith. Believing that no matter what, we are supposed to be there for other people. We are supposed to be leaders by building others up and showing others who don't believe that Jesus Christ is the only thing out there that can get you through any situation. Have you seen the Kent Holste Podcast website yet? Well, check it out today. It's at www.kentholstepodcast.com. It's more than just podcasts. There's interviews, blogs, news, sports talk, circle of friends, and so much more. So what are you waiting for? Check it out right now. It's at www.kentholstepodcast.com. You know, the biggest thing within my faith is 3 years ago when I was going through my divorce. I was in a situation that was very tough. And instead of letting myself be down and stress, I realized that the only way I was going to get through it was by, first of all, praying to God to just let him take control, to let him take all my worries and my fear and the pain that I was dealing with and take it away from me. And when I wanted to sleep or rest, I thought in my mind the song Jesus Loves Me. And you wouldn't believe what would happen. I fell asleep. And I would wake up refreshed. And it just shows what can happen when you focus on giving your heart and your soul to God. When you devote your life to him. My faith means to me that no matter what I do, he is on my side. And as long as I ask for forgiveness, when I know that I've done wrong, I know that he will forgive. And what a message that is for us. That no matter what we do in our life, we should always forgive. No matter how painful, no matter how upset we can be. If there's people in our life that have done us wrong, the best thing we can do is be like God, be like Jesus Christ, and forgive others, despite whatever we believe. despite what we want to fear from them. It's just the right thing to do. Now, like I said, obviously, this topic of faith doesn't really match up to a lot of people, maybe. And all I can tell you is if you're still listening and you don't believe in God, give him a chance. It just hurts me to know that there's people out there that judge and haven't really even given Christ a chance. They just want to believe what they want to believe, and they don't let it just give an ounce of time. They think that just because they're Christian, they have to read the Bible every day. You don't have to. But to understand what you're living your life for, it's a good thing to do. The best thing that you can do is find a devotional that fits what's going on with your life. And maybe that will give you some insight on what's going on and what you can do better with your life. But I'm telling you today that giving your life to God is the best thing you could do for your life. Because you will see things change in a positive way. You will see new opportunities grow and flourish right before your eyes, and you won't even expect it. You'll meet people that you can relate with and that understand you. You know, it's like this podcast. I didn't know what opportunities would have come if I wouldn't have done it. Now I'm beginning to meet and see different people that I never would have even met if I didn't do this. I just had a brand new friendship start with this person that I met on YouTube. And now we're working together, and hopefully I'll be able to interview this person. And I've talked about this person before on my channel. And this person is just incredible. Her outlook on life and how people should treat other people and believe in themselves is amazing. And her YouTube channel, and I encourage you to check it out. It's Smiley Rissa's Vlog, RISSA' Vlog. And she has incredible content. And the more I watch her live videos, the more I realize that there is hope. And she doesn't even live in the United States. She lives in a whole nother country where she is promoting the same things that I am. Positivity, encouraging others, believing in yourself. And that's what we need to do, not just as people, but as Christians. That's what's most important here. The biggest thing is I could choose not to share my life struggles. I could choose not to encourage other people. But what good would I be doing with my life if I didn't? With all the things that I've experienced in my life, what good would it have done if I didn't share these things? You know, as we grow, as we learn from our mistakes, we gain knowledge. And that knowledge should be passed on to other people because they might not have that ability to think that way or have the ability, unfortunately, to be confident to know what is possible for their life. Sometimes there needs to be people like Sheila who are willing to open up their hearts to people. Sometimes there needs to be people like Risa who are able to open up. Sometimes there needs to be people like Chris who is there helping people on a daily basis with his job. Sometimes there needs to be people like Debbie, who likes to encourage people by teaching them how to cook. Now, those are a few examples of people out there, but Risa's story and motivation of her life, her being a solid, positive person, is affecting other people's lives because she has people that watch her videos, and she's got 4.99K subscribers currently. Her message of positivity and encouraging people is her key to her success because she is being that person. She has faith in herself that she is able to help others and encourage others. You see, faith is more than just religion. Faith is about what's deep inside of you. And you can choose to live your life every single day, making the most out of what's in your heart, what's in your mind. Because your faith is what flourishes when you shine. And her faith, obviously, is that God has given her the ability to be positive, to encourage, to let people know that they should believe in themselves and be positive. I'm sure there's more YouTubers out there that do the same message. And I would love to see their content. I would love to chat with them. I would love to correlate something with them on this podcast or on their channel. And I look forward to speaking with this amazing person that truly is inspiring. I just want to take a moment to thank you for listening to today's podcast. Hopefully there's something on today's show that you've really enjoyed. And if that's the case, please like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, but also do the same things on the Kent Holste Podcast website. It really makes a big difference to those who are really trying to find something inspirational to help their lives. So thank you again for listening, and enjoy the rest of the podcast. Your faith should be inspiring to other people, because the good that's in your heart is more important than the things that you focus on that are not good. We spend too much time going, oh, I'm not a good person because of my mistakes. We all make mistakes. We all do things that we regret. But it is by grace that God has saved us through faith. And we have to believe in Him. We have to believe that our faith is worth it, that our faith is strong enough to overcome. So what does faith mean to you outside of religion? What faith do you have in yourself? You have to believe that you are capable. You have to believe that having faith is important, no matter if you believe in God or not. Because what good is life without having faith? It's a good question. Now, I know I've been all over the place on this today, because I'm so excited about the fact that here we are, a week away from Easter Sunday, the most beautiful time of the Christian holiday seasons. I love it. Some may debate it's Christmas, that it's the best time. But to me, it's Easter. And it's because it's the reminder of the love and the sacrifice that he made. Because he has faith in us. He has faith in us that we can be good people. He has faith in us that we will live a life that's God-pleasing. He has faith in us that we will show and display others how much we can care for them, as much as Christ cares for us. It's within his faith that he has in us that we display the same faith for ourselves and faith towards other people, that we can believe in them, that we can trust them. You know, we say it every day sometimes. Oh, I have faith that you can do this for me. I have faith that I can do this for you. I have faith that things are going to get better. I have faith that this virus that has taken so much away from us is going to start to dissipate and go away.
Are you looking for a positive change in your life? Well, I encourage you to go to the Kent Holste Podcast website, where there's a link called Positive Lifestyles by Holste. There, you can find products from Q Sciences and Herbalife. Products such as skincare, weight loss, and also products to help you get a good night's rest, pain relief, and so much more. Check it out today. It's on the Kent Holste Podcast website at www.kentholstepodcast.com/positive lifestyles by Holste.
Faith is something that we have every single day, regardless if we want to believe it or not. We have some sort of faith. So my question is today is the word faith, what it means to you, and how you utilize faith in your life. How do you display your faith? It's more than just going to church. It's more than just believing and proclaiming that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior. It's more than just what is inside and outside the box. Faith to me is really important. And sometimes I put in more faith into people and things than I should. But is that really a bad thing? To give out faith into people, into things? I have faith that this job is going to be good to me and my family. I have faith that this car that I'm going to invest my money into is going to last and not have issues. I have faith that I can trust my best friend. I have faith that I can trust my spouse with my heart. There's so many things that we involve faith in that this is an important subject. Where do you base your faith? Let's talk about it. But let's be positive. If you are those people that don't believe in religion, don't believe that there is a God, this isn't your time to bash religion, to bash the people that believe that there is a Lord and Savior. This is a time to share the positive experiences that you have had with faith in your life. Because maybe there's someone who's watching this video, that's listening to this podcast right now, that doesn't believe, and they're just searching for that answer as to why they should have faith. Not just in religion, but in their life, in themselves, faith in other people, faith and confidence that they can know that there is good in this world. Because there is. It's just we have to open that door for that opportunity to happen. We have to know that no matter what, faith is just as important as eating food, drinking water, taking that breath of fresh air. Faith is important. If you don't have faith in yourself, if you don't have faith in others, there's problems. We have to trust. We have to believe. So think about that today. I really hope that you take this time to really think about what faith means to you. And I really hope that you take this opportunity to try going to church. You don't have to go to a Lutheran church. You could go to a Baptist church, a non-denominational church. There's so many amazing churches out there. I went to many different types of churches in my life. And it's not because I was forced to. It was because I was interested in knowing what they believe in and knowing what their statement of faith is. And you would be surprised. You'll find a church that you may like. You just have to give it a chance. You have to believe that there is meaning for us being here. We just didn't pop out of nowhere. We just didn't come from no place at all. We have come into this world made perfect in the eyes of Jesus, of God. And that's amazing. Despite our faults, our disabilities, the way that we look, our race, it doesn't matter. We are all one and the same. We are all family. That's what this is all about. So think and be positive. Do what you can today, not what you can't, to think about what faith means to you in your life. And I believe in you. Don't you think you should too? And if you see someone who has served our country, whether it be military, fire, police, medical, if they've served our country, thank them for what they've done. Tell them how much you appreciate them, because you never know how much they might appreciate that. And most of all, you can't do anything within this podcast and displaying things in your life without kindness. So be kind to one another today. And make sure you check out all the other great, amazing things that we have on the Kent Holste podcast website, and also right here on the YouTube channel as well. And if you haven't done it yet, please like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe, so you can be updated with all the new content that's being posted on the YouTube channel, along with all these positive and encouraging messages, along with sports talk and some good pro wrestling unboxings as well. It's all right here on the Kent Holste podcast. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Be safe. And most importantly, God bless.